for the next 50 days, I am going to drink watermelon juice only, and I'm not going to eat, I'm not going to drink anything else, I'm just going to drink watermelon juice. Alright, look at the size of this beast then. It's about 12 kilos, we'll see what we can get out of it. That's not mine, by the way. I live in a house with someone who eats loads of bacon, which is horrible. And it's all fatty and disgusting. But anyway, focused on this. And why, might you ask? Why am I going to do that? And the reason is, I have many reasons. Because number one is, when I do liquids and don't eat, I feel better than I do when I'm eating. And I have some sneaking suspicions that I'm just addicted to eating. And there's a part of me that believes, or thinks, or quite a big part of me that thinks that the human body doesn't actually want all this dense stuff I'm putting in it. Like even fruit, like even eating like dates and stuff, I don't think the body wants it. I think my body just wants the liquid inside. And that's why I feel best, and that's why everyone reports that they feel best when they do juices, because they're not digesting food anymore. It's like a more efficient way of living. So I'm pretty confident that eating is just an addiction for me. Not saying it is for everyone, but my experience is every time I eat, and I mean every time, I regret it. And I do regret it every time. I get all hungry, I'm like, oh, I'm going to eat something, and then I go and eat it, and then I'm all full, and I do tend to overeat. And you might be thinking, well, just don't overeat then, mate. But I don't do it on purpose. I'm not like overeating on purpose. Once I start, I can't stop, and I'm just, even fruit, I'm just like, like I will eat 500 grams of dates in one go, and you know, it could just be the worms in my gut making me eat. It could just be me being a fucking addict, but pretty sure it's the worms. Externalising my responsibility there a little bit, but maybe it's a bit of both. I don't know. So I'm committing to 50 days on watermelon juice because I've never done just a single fruit juice, and watermelon juice is like the least dense one. So it's like it's got the same consistency as water. So it just detoxes, and you might be wondering, why do you need to detox, mate, if you've done 250 days on juices and been eating fruit? Well, I don't know. I feel like detoxing is a longer process, especially if you're raised eating chicken nuggets and crisp sandwiches and beige food and really didn't look after yourself like I didn't. I've got a lot of healing to do. I still feel quite damaged in a lot of ways. Like sometimes I still struggle to catch my breath. And it's like, it's because I think there's plaque in there still. I've still got waste to get out of this system. And no, just because I'm struggling to catch my breath sometimes doesn't mean that the fruit diet is killing me off, which is what some people are going to think. But I've always had that problem, and it's better now than it ever was. So don't think, oh, he said he can't breathe, he's dying. It's not like that. There we go, about 6 litres out of that melon. I don't know, well, I probably will drink all that today. I've got quite an active job, so we'll see. But yeah, that's how much I get. And I'm not saying either that eating fruit is bad in any way, because it heals a lot of people, and it healed me. And it's amazing. It's the best food you can eat, or the only food you should eat, I think, is fruit. But I think that I just feel like I've just been called to do this. Like, I just don't feel comfortable when I'm eating food, even fruit. I just don't feel comfortable. And I do feel comfortable when I'm just living on liquid. So a lot of people are going to think that that's just an eating disorder, but what is an eating disorder anyway? Do you know what I mean? I just feel like this is my purpose, my calling, whatever you want to call it, and I just need to see what happens if I live on liquids like long term. Like I'm committing to 50 days, but I might just get there and keep going, so we'll see what happens. And look, the people that think you need food are always going to think that the people that think that you don't need food are crazy. And I feel like I just recognise it for the addiction that it is. But, sorry, the washing machine's well loud. I'll go out here. Yeah, I feel like I just recognise it for the addiction that it is, right? And I'm not saying I'm better than anyone else or anything. I just feel like food is just an addiction, and this is how I intend to break it. I just want to feel my best, and I don't think I'll ever feel my best all the time I'm eating, to be honest. So, yeah, 50 days. We'll just keep going with it. If I feel called to afterwards, and we'll see what happens with it. Stick around.